Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to work on a simple leather necklace using some of the beads from our Thunderhorse Descendant Found Objects challenge, namely this last one of the big hole beads and some of the white. So let's turn down and I'll show you what I plan on doing. So I have some leather cord here. I think I'm going to cut about 22 inches of it. So now I don't care if it is 22 inches or not. I'm just cutting this little bit of extra in case I need to trim some of the leather off. So there we go. So here's our leather piece. I am going to diagonally cut this side over here. And what we're going to do is this piece is going to be our central piece. So might as well just put it on right now. And then on either side of that, we're going to have one of these silver balls. Oh, come on. You went on a second ago. Why are you not going on? Huh. Okay, that one went on. Uh-oh. Don't knock our big focal off. So this fat spot in the leather right there, it wants to give us problems. So then we'll get another one for the other side. Anyway, hopefully we will. I may have to get some more of these spacers. Seems like some of them have smaller holes. Oh, I'm putting it on the wrong side. This is supposed to go on the other side. So there we go. We've got that like that. Then we're going to put on either side one of these black spacers. Well, they're not spacers, they're a black check glass bead with a large hole in it. And there's that spot that's fat for some reason. So there is what this is going to start looking like. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a few of these little pieces of wire like so. I only want this size, so we will cut about, oh, I don't know, maybe half a dozen at least of those. Those cut. We will get, like I said, about 6 or 7 of the 6, 8 of these. It's just 20 gauge wire, and we're just going to cut, like I said, maybe 8. Oops, just knocked my Sharpie on the floor. There's 5. We want a few more. We'll see when we get to that point if I decide I want to add some more or not after we get these on. So what we're going to do is, now that we have these cut, I'm going to take each of them and we're going to take the smaller of our bell makers and we're going to make a loop on each side. Come on, baby. Now I'm going to have to adjust these, so it doesn't really matter if I get them going all the same direction, because I am going to adjust them, like I say, to fit what I want to have them do. And I could have actually bent these prior to putting the loops in, but since I didn't, I'm not going to worry about it. Now I'm only putting the loops on one side because we're going to add beads to this. Come on, you. So there's this. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and put it on this loop right here. And we're going to take our pliers and we're going to twist this around so it's heading downwards like so. Then we're going to bead this by putting on a silver, a white, 2 silvers, a white, 2 silvers, another white, and another silver. But that's actually going to leave more space than I thought. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this off right here and we're going to put on 3 silvers and a white and 3 silvers. Lastly, another silver. Now that we've got that on there, I actually wanted it to be really close to the end. We still need a little bit more because that's when that winds, it's not going to go up all the way to that. So I think we'll take it again all off and we're going to start it with 2 silvers. 1, 2, the white, 3 silvers, the white, three silvers, white, 2 silvers. Now that we have that done like so, we're going to take our bell making pliers and we're going to make another loop, this time going the other direction. There we go. Looks like that's about perfect. And then what we're going to do with this now is we're going to take this one and we're going to feed it onto our leather piece. Now I'm not paying enough attention. I do want to make sure that when we feed it on, it is facing the proper direction. So we'll go here and come here, baby, here. And it's going to roll down to our beads like so. Then we're going to put on another one of these black ones. And we're just going to keep making, we're going to make probably at least 3 of these loops like this to go up the side. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. Now, if we had wanted to, we could actually have done one of these around this one. And in fact, let's do that. So in order to do that, what we need to do is well, actually we could have left these on to do this, come to think of it. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Come on, baby, go back on. Same with you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to feed one side of this onto here, on this side. Feed it down till we get to these beads, and then we'll grab the other side and feed it on through here. So there it sits right there. Now we need to spread this out a little bit because it's keeping our beads from sitting down flat in here. So we want to pull our wire piece out just a hair's breadth so that it sits around those like so. Now we'll put a black one on either side. This is not in the center, so we gotta see if we can get it to go in the center here. There we go. So there is, oop, flip over properly there. You're facing the wrong direction. There we go. It'll look like so. Now this piece is hanging up this one some. We don't want it to go upwards. We want it at least even, if not tucked down into our beaded piece here. So there's how it looks with the beaded piece in there. Now, the basis of this is just simply for these pieces to go along either side now. So we would just do this same pattern here with the 2, the 1, the 3, 1, 3, 1, and 2. Now this piece almost looks like it may be smaller than the other because it looks like we don't have as much wire here, which is very strange because I thought I cut them all the same. Well, it looks like a few of them are a little longer. So let's take the shorter ones out, make sure we have the longer ones here. This one's slightly shorter, but not a whole bunch shorter. Same with this. This one's a little bit longer. Did I say this was shorter? Nope, it's the same. And then this one is about the same. So we're going to take this off here because I'm thinking this one is a shorter one. And it looks like it's quite a bit shorter. Not as much as I would have thought, but it's still about a 1/4 inch shorter. So let's put this one to the side, and we'll get our next one out here and go up and see if this one falls in better. If we need to change the beading, we will. Okay, now we're going to have to do our loop, and then we're going to have to turn it because it is facing a different direction than we want it. So see, that's just perfect like that. And we want our loops to be facing so that when they are bent, that they when they're bowed, these ends will go over the leather without creating any real problems. Oops. Oh, that one's bead fell off. I obviously didn't have that all the way tight. So we need to see if we can get that bead back on. And tighten this baby up. Then we will turn it some. So now again, we've got that little bow in there. Not a really big bow because we want it to sort of match our other side here. So again, we'll go through here, drop it down to here, and put another black one on. So it looks like so. This can be going a little bit more, I think. Then we'll do another. And we're going to do at least 2 on either side. Okay, now we're gonna get these so they'll bow. And we want the bow about the same. That looks pretty good. So we'll feed this one onto this side. I'll then put on the black one. There's a fat spot in the leather right there. So then it looks like so. And we'll do at least one more bunch of the, and we'll see if we want to do like a smaller bunch with the others. So 1, 2 silver, a white, come here, 3 silver, white, 3 silver, white, and 2 silver. Again, we're going to take our bell making plier and make a loop on this end. There we go. I think we're just going to do up the other one before we put them on right now. So let's go with, just like this, 2 white, 3 white, 3 white, and 2. Now we'll do our loop. Now we're going to bow this baby. We'll get this one bowed the same way. And this one has lost its freaking silver bead again. Come on. Go back over there where you belong. Now it's coming off the other side. This is not good. You know what? Since it's determined to lose one, I'm going to lose one on both sides here. And we'll do the same on that one down there. I'm going to open this up and just knock this bead off here. And then we'll just get this back into place tightly. And do the same on the other side. That way we know that we won't lose anymore, hopefully. Now we'll get over here, go down here, and as you can see, this one is trying to actually lose 2 of them, it looks like. So we'll move this off of here. Come on, you. And then go down with you over here again. And again, this one's trying to come off this side. So this is obviously one of the shorter wires, and it wants to misbehave. And we are not going to allow it to do that. So there we go. I'm going to squish these down so that the bead can't get through here anymore. And then we'll wind her up, and we'll just put this one on with less beads. We'll do the same on this side. I'm going to open these up and take the other two off so that they are consistent. So off you come, and then we'll wrap this one back up, go over to the other side, open it up, and take that extra bead off. It's trying to come off anyway. Off you go. Now we'll put our plier back in there and we will bring it around. Now see, that one got more of a wrap on this side because of the way it wrapped. So now we'll twist it up and we'll compare it with this one. They're pretty close. So now we'll slide one of these on either side of our leather necklace here. So on she goes, and then we get a black one on this side. And then we'll turn to this side and put one on this side as well. And then we're going to put a black one over here. So here we are so far. How is it look? How it's looking? And I sort of like it, but we're going to put on one more set of beads so that we have 7. And when we do that, we're going to make a smaller wrap, because this one ended up having to just have 1 because of its. We're going to go 1 white, 2 silvers, a white, come on baby, 2 silvers, and I'm going to wrap this a little better on this side. See how it's just barely there. Since we're should have some extra room, we're going to take this and we're going to roll it around a little more so it's sort of like a split ring. So there we have the first of these. So now we're going to take this and wrap this again. And again, we're going to sort of wrap it like it's a split ring on this side. Go back and put a little bit more on this side so that it is a smaller one with like split rings. So now we're going to do the same on our next one. We're going to take this one, wrap it a little bit more so it's more like a split ring than a regular opened ring. And then we'll do 1, the white, 2 silvers, a white, 2 silvers, white, and 1 silver. There we are. Now we're going to wrap this one up. There we go. And now we're going to take these two, and again, we're going to bow them up, bring our ends inside some. And then we're going to slip them on either side of our leather. and again 1 black bead. Oop, come here. Okay. So there is what our necklace is looking like. And I don't think we need any more of our little bands. I think this is good. So this is an extra piece of wire. And now we just need to finish it up. I'm going to get these 2 ends, and I'm actually going to make sure we're in the center here. Looks like we are. That's good. Then I'm going to take a couple of large crimp beads, or crimp cover beads. There's 2 of them. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to slide them over the edge here to hold my leather, my beads in place on my leather. Come on, go over here. Then we're going to squish these closed like you would a crimp cover at any time. Oop. Now it looks like I have a silver bead there, and it's going to hold our pieces from running away. So there we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is loosen this up a little bit because it's a little tight. And we want to, this has some room to move over here because I didn't overly tighten it. And so we want to make sure that we're even again. So let's go up here and look at that. I have about, looks like about 1/2 inch to 1 inch too much. So we'll just trim that off. And now I need to find some end caps to put on this to finish up this necklace. Looks like I could have tightened this a little bit more down here. But we will just slide these across a little bit to loosen stuff up some on this side. So there we go. Find some end caps and finish this baby off. Oops, over there, the way you're supposed to. Okay, we've got some end caps and we've got a little bit of Loctite super glue. We're going to put a drop in, just one little drop, into the end here. Then we'll take the end of our leather and we'll work it down. Come on, I just had checked you and you were fine. Work it onto our end cap here. We want to try and get that as far up in the end cap as you can towards the top up here. Looks like we're just about there. Yeah, we are. So now I'm going to take my pliers, and there's this little, don't know if you can see it, there's a little squishy spot right here in the middle, and squish a little on this side. Turn it over and squish a little bit on this side. Don't over squish, because if you do, you will squish it and it will not work. That looks like it could be just a little bit more with a point to help it go in there a little bit. Put a touch more super glue on this side. Close this baby up. And then we're going to work this side into this one. Just a touch more. Okay. Now we're going to squish that little piece that's in the middle there. Turn it and squish the other side. There we go. Now we'll let it dry for a little bit, and once it's dry, we'll put some end findings on. With this particular one, we'll use a ball and socket ending. This looks like it's a little bent down here on the end, so we'll straighten it some. And we'll put this on either side of our leather, and this necklace is going to be finished. So let's get out a couple of silver medium jump rings. And we'll open those up and put them on either side. Oops, come here, you. through the loop and then through this one's loop. Close it up. And there we go. Our second leather necklace with our Thunderhorse Descendants Found Objects challenge is finished. A simple little beaded loops and leather necklace. Isn't it pretty? Let's get it up so you can see it a little bit. There we go. So there we go. She's all done. You guys don't get to come to the other side. Stay there. So, really pretty little thing. So I hope you enjoyed making this with me. It was pretty simple. Main thing is just the loops and such. Here we have it. There is our little leather and beaded necklace from our Thunderhorse Descendant Found Objects challenge. Isn't that cute? And so adorable. It's just going to sit like right here. And I like it. I hope you like it. It turned out to be a little over 18 inches. So a pretty good length, especially if you wanted to wear this more like a collar. So there we go. So it's little scalloped edges. So this has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we have been making this pretty scalloped edge necklace with Thunderhorse Descendants Found Objects challenge bag. The bead and the focal bead and the white beads were all from the kit. The little black beads were actually from, I got those in a different kit from Softlex. I think it was Star-Crossed Lovers. So anyway, there we go. Our necklace all finished. And I think it turned out really cute. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.